Live from Florida A&M University on the highest of 7 hills in the capital city, covering every corner of the Big Bend. This is the award-winning FAMU TV 20 News.
Hello, and thank you all for joining me on News 20. I'm Taylor Berry. There's a lot to cover, so let's get into it. Tallahassee Memorial Hospital recently announced that the deadline for all employees to be fully vaccinated is January 4th, 2022. The requirement is a part of the Biden administration's vaccine mandate for healthcare employees at facilities that receive funding from Medicare or Medicaid. This comes as Capital Regional Medical Center announced that employees are required to get a COVID-19 vaccine. Employees must receive the first doses by December 5th and be fully vaccinated by January 4th. Monday was the first day of a legislative session to discuss vaccine and mask policies, as well as help employees keep their jobs. Another point of focus for the legislation will be the Parents' Bill of Rights. The session is scheduled for a total of 5 days. Here in Florida, residents may see a new congressional map in the near future. Last Wednesday, staff members of the Florida Senate proposed 4 congressional maps that will be presented this week. After seeing more growth, the Florida Senate plans to draw out a new congressional map that will include a 28th House district here in the Sunshine State. The new congressional district would be located in Central Florida, west of the Osceola and Polk County lines. There's a new mayor pro tem here in Tallahassee. The Tallahassee City Commission recently elected City Commissioner Curtis Richardson as their mayor pro tem during last Wednesday's commission meeting. Commissioner Diane Williams-Cox nominated Richardson for the position, with the final motion being 4-1. Commissioner Richardson began his term on last Wednesday and will continue his position through November 21st, 2022. One parent has expressed concerns on the effects of the Student Success Act. Tiandra Hood tells us more.
How this is going to affect Leon County schools and our students.
Meredith Mears, the co-founder of Florida Parent Rise, reached out to the Leon County school board members about the Federal Student Success Act, an H.R. 5 bill that is being passed amongst the House and the Senate.
Educating your child will be taken. They fluff it up as saying that this is fantastic. I mean, who doesn't want their students to succeed? But the problem is the meat of the bills basically takes rights away from the states and the parents. And then you essentially also have private schools that are going to be affected by it as well.
This bill in Leon County schools, construction projects are being called into question. Jim Canal, the new chief of facilities and constructions, explains what he will do.
I have some different experiences from some of the folks that are here, so I can bring in some new ideas on ways to do things, and I'm not tied to any of the old processes that are currently going on. So that kind of gives me a whole new way of looking at things, and hopefully we'll move forward quickly with some improvements.
Florida's Auditor General said that the school systems did not always follow state laws. The new construction program that has been established will help save Leon County public schools. The H.R. 5 bill will have an effect on many schools like this one. The Leon County School Board members say that they are taking on these responsibilities one step at a time. For News 28.5, I'm Tiandra Hood.
There is no current update on the progress of the Student Success Act being passed by the Florida Senate and House of Representatives. The Leon County Veterans Day Parade made a return to Tallahassee after 2 years to support and thank those who actively fought for their freedom. As a local tradition, thousands of people were lined up to watch veteran organizations and supporters march down Monroe Street. Last year's parade was canceled due to COVID-19 pandemic. The parade was followed by an annual Veterans Day Festival in the park at the Lemoyne Chain of Parks. Coming up, I have the latest on the Ahmaud Arbery and Kyle Rittenhouse trials. I also have heartbreaking updates on the Astroworld Festival tragedy. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20.
Florida A&M University students continue to define themselves as role models, pace setters, and young professionals on the global scale.
Choosing FAMU has helped me to discover the world. I've had the opportunity to help America's deployed military families by educating their children in Spain, Italy, Germany, Switzerland, France, Austria.
So how many stamps do you have in your passport?
A lot.
For more information about Camp Adventure and our other programs, visit discoverfamu.com. Florida A&M University students have explored international cultures while discovering what they can become.
From Hong Kong working as a camp counselor to the Dominican Republic for the Study Abroad program, I discovered my passion for international studies. As Miss FAMU, the university has prepared me to represent my institution in the global market.
Discover what you can become.
Descubrir lo que puede llegar a ser.
Yeah, what she said. For more information about our Study Abroad program, visit discoverfamu.com.
Welcome back. Testimonies for Kyle Rittenhouse trial have ended after more than 30 witnesses testified last week. This comes as Rittenhouse pleaded not guilty to 6 charges after shooting 4 people, killing 2, and wounding 1 during the August 2020 protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Closing arguments for the trial began this week with the judge dismissing a misdemeanor gun charge against Rittenhouse. A defense attorney for the Ahmaud Arbery trial has apologized after he made controversial statements last Thursday. Attorney Kevin Goh suggested that the presence of well-known members of the African American community was intimidating and an attempt to pressure after Reverend Al Sharpton attended the proceedings last Wednesday.
If my statements yesterday were overly broad, I will follow up with a more specific motion on Monday, putting that and those concerns in the proper context. And my apologies to anyone who might have inadvertently been offended.
The trial continued on Monday with Reverend Jesse Jackson attending the trial earlier this week. The death toll from the Astroworld Festival increased to 9 after another victim succumbed to her injuries sustained from the concert. CNN's Jen Sullivan has the latest.
I don't know what to do now without Marty. How will I live without her? I want my baby back, please. Give me my baby back.
Fighting through pain and tears, tightly grasping each other's hands, the family of Astroworld victim Texas A&M student Barty Shahani announced that she died from injuries she sustained at the Astroworld Festival in Houston on Friday after fighting for her life in a hospital for nearly a week.
I was there with her. I was holding her hand. And once that happened, the next time I saw her, she was in the ER, unconscious on a ventilator.
And it was really tough for us to see her in that condition.
Shahani's family says the medical staff let them stay in her hospital room with her until the end.
So whatever time was left, we can spend with her.
And spoke about the trauma it has caused their family.
Now I'm worried about my 2 daughters.
Shahani's cousin, who was with her at the festival, says what happened there is an atrocity.
Nightmare, horror, barbarity, and catastrophe. That's what happened that night. I think the word that should be used is atrocity. This was 100% avoidable. This was an act of pure brutality. I pray for everyone who experienced that hellish experience and somehow survived, because I guarantee they're traumatized by it somehow.
I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
And there is another heartbreaking update regarding the Astroworld Festival tragedy. 9-year-old Ezra Blount died Sunday from his injuries sustained at the Astroworld Festival, becoming the 10th victim. Here in the United States, a group of 10 states recently filed a lawsuit against the Biden administration over their COVID-19 vaccine mandate for healthcare workers, calling it unconstitutional and unlawful. Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt and Nebraska Attorney General Doug Peterson led the lawsuit along with the other 8 states joining it. Coming up in sports, I have the latest on Florida A&M women's basketball team and the Seminole Boosters. Stay tuned, you're watching News 20.
Florida A&M University students continue to define themselves as role models, pace setters, and young professionals on the global scale.
Choosing FAMU has helped me to discover the world. I've had the opportunity to help America's deployed military families by educating their children in Spain, Italy, Germany, Switzerland, France, Austria.
So how many stamps do you have in your passport?
a lot.
For more information about Camp Adventure and our other programs, visit discoverfamu.com.
Welcome back. Fans can expect to see a fresh start for Florida A&M's women's basketball team this upcoming season. After over a year since the last game, the women will be playing with new team members and coaching staff, along with playing in the SWAC conference. The women's basketball team will make their first debut of the 2021-2022 basketball season at Troy University this week. Seminole boosters plan to get back to business as the beginning of ticket sales as the upcoming 2022 season is approaching. Florida State head football coach Mike Norvell believes it will require everyone's involvement to make the change they want to see happen. Here in Tallahassee, one local gymnastics center has been around for many years, providing gymnastics classes to people of all ages. Marissa Stubbs has the latest.
The Randy Truesdale Gymnastics Center, located on 326 John Knox Road in Tallahassee, Florida, has been around for many years, providing the children and parents of Tallahassee with competitive programs available to all ages. To incorporate as many children as possible, the 27,000 square foot facility includes a large gym with 2 competitive floor areas, floor pits, and spectator seating for over 230 people. The competitive program represents Tallahassee in local, state, regional, and national competitions and counts 3 Olympians as former participants. Coaches at the Truesdale Gymnastics Center like Michael Body expresses how the resources offered at Truesdale impact the children of Tallahassee.
Well, Truesdale's been here for, the gymnastics center has been here since the 1950s. And in that time, it has evolved from what it originally was, when it was called the Tallahassee Tumbling Tots, to what we offer now. We have classes for preschool kids, for kinder gym, which is 5-year-olds. We have beginner, intermediate, and advanced once-a-week classes, and we have the more advanced flight program. We have boys competitive team, girls competitive team. We also have dance classes for all ages, including from the what we call the twinkle toes, which are like 2-3-year-olds, all the way through to adult ballet.
Training gymnasts at an early age is a common goal for all the coaches at Truesdale. Parents such as Ming Zhu explained the excitement her daughter has when coming to train.
It's very convenient to my home, and my daughter really loves this place. Every time she finishes her training, she is so happy and jumped to go home.
Whether it's tumbling, dancing, or balancing on a bar, the children at Truesdale Gymnastics Center get a chance to come here each and every day and showcase their talents. For News 20 at 5, I'm Marissa Stubbs.
Truesdale Center is currently having a 12-week fall gymnastics session, but will continue to gradually allow more people to participate. That is all I have for sports. Stay tuned. You're watching News 20.
Florida A&M University students have explored international cultures while discovering what they can become.
From Hong Kong working as a camp counselor to the Dominican Republic for the Study Abroad program, I discovered my passion for international studies. As Miss FAMU, the university has prepared me to represent my institution in the global market.
Discover what you can become.
Descubrir lo que puede llegar a ser.
Yeah, what she said. For more information about our Study Abroad program, visit discoverfamu.com.
Welcome back. Residents in Tallahassee are choosing to have and maintain a vegan lifestyle for different reasons, ranging from health to environmental. One owner of Hemplate Vegan Cafe believes people choose to go vegan after becoming aware of what is going on around the world.
People choose to become vegan because of what's going on in the world today, with all the animals deteriorating, diseases with these animals, production of these animals, people finding out that the consumption of animal food is not good. So they're going to now a vegetarian and vegan lifestyle.
You can also go online to see an updated list of vegan restaurants in the capital city and other information regarding the vegan lifestyle. That's going to do it for today. I'm Taylor Berry. Thanks for watching, and remember to also follow us at FAMUTVnews.com for more news updates. Have a great day.